Hi everyone! So today I thought I'd take a little break from my Disney Princesses series and post a little short tutorial of how to make a rainbow loom pencil. This design is super easy and I'm sure you guys will love it. I got a ton of requests for it on Instagram, so let's get started. For this design you will need your loom, a hook, and rubber bands in the colors of yellow, silver, neon orange, and pink. The silver bands are the new bands that are limited edition from the Rainbow Loom web store. I got them from the metallic pack and you'll only need 2 of those. If you don't have silver, you can just use gray or black because it'll just be the lining part next to the eraser of the pencil. This design is based off of the double-crossed fishtail, or my personal name for it is called the angel halo. We won't be needing our middle pin bar, so I will show you how to remove it. Basically, you take your loom and stick your fingers behind the middle pin bar, and you just push up with your fingers to pop the middle pin bar out, and then set that to the side. Before we begin, make sure that your pins are in the position that they're supposed to be in when you start the hooking process of your bracelet. So as you can see, the engraved arrows in my pin bars are pointing down. First, I'm going to take a single neon orange band and I'm going to go across my pins and I'm going to wrap it around twice. So it's going to be double bands. So I have it around one time and I'm going to twist and wrap it around a second time. Like that. So I have it wrapped around twice, and I'm going to do the same thing to the band that goes across this way. I have my band here and I'm going to put it on and then wrap it around twice. If you haven't made the double cross single bracelet already, I suggest you go do so just so you can get the concept of it. I will have the link to my tutorial in the description box below. Like that. Now I have set my loom aside and we are going to take a single black band and wrap it around our hook 4 times. 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to take my loom again and I'm basically going to move this band right here. I'm going to pick it up very carefully and move it to this pin right here. Like that. And what we want to do is slide our black band onto these 2 bands. So I'm going to pick up both of the bands out the bottom right here, kind of put my finger on the top so they don't fall. And you want to keep tension between the bands so they don't fall off your hook. And now you're going to carefully grab these 4 black bands that we looped around and pull them onto these double bands that we have holding on our hook. So I'm just going to slide them over like that. And now it's on the bands. Now I'm going to carefully push the black band back so that way it's not all the way on my hook. And I'm going to place these bands back on this pin that I had them on earlier. Be very careful during this step. Like that. Now your loom should look something like this. And we're going to go ahead and put this band back where it was all the way over here. So as you can see, there are 4 layers of bands here because we wrapped our 2 bands around twice each. So I'm going to pick up the top 2 bands right here because they're the bands that belong to this band here. And I'm going to pick up the top 2 here and carefully lift it up and place it where it belongs on this pin. So you should have something like this now. Basically this is kind of like a cat band on our crossing pins or bands. And now that is the hardest part, so if you don't get it on the first try, it's totally okay because the rest of this is really easy. And now we are ready to get started with the double cross fishtail part. So I have a neon orange band here again, and I'm going to go to the left and do a diagonal, and I'm going to twist it twice again, like we did on the first time. And I'm going to do the same thing to this crossing band over here. So I have a neon orange band here, and I'm going to go across and twist this band. Go across and twist this band. so it's double looped. And I'm going to push all these bands down now. And I'm going to take a yellow band, and we are not going to have to twist our bands or double loop them again in this part of the design. So I'm just going to take a yellow band, go across, and take another band of yellow and go across. And we are ready to hook now. So I have my hook here, and remember that we have pretty much 3 layers of bands on our pins here. So I'm just going to separate the 3 layers of bands. And as you can see on this pin, you can easily see that I have 3 layers here. And I'm going to pick up the very bottom layer and pull it up and over and release it on here like that. And I'm going to do the same thing to all 4 pins. So I'm picking up the bottom band here and pulling it up and over, and doing the same thing with the top 2 pins. Grabbing the bottom bands, pulling it up and over. And same thing with this side. I'm going to grab the bottom bands and pull it up and over. Push my bands down, and we are ready to add another layer of bands. So I'm going to take yellow bands again and go across and go diagonal again. And we are ready to hook again. So once again, I have 3 layers of bands, and I'm going to take my bottom layer, which is my neon orange band, and I'm going to pick up both parts of the double loop. And I'm going to pull it up and over and do the same thing with the rest of the 4 pins. It doesn't matter necessarily what order you hook over in, as long as you hook them all over. Then do the last part right here on this side. And we are ready to add on another layer of bands, so I'm just going to push my bands down, taking yellow again and going across and diagonal the other ways, and we can hook again now. So I'm just going to take the bottom layer of bands right here, hook up and over, pick up the bottom layer of bands right here, there's 2 bands here, and pull it up and over. Do the same thing to this side, up and over, and same to this side, up and over. Push my bands down, and basically you repeat this process of putting yellow bands on for as long as you want your pencil to be. You can make a full length pencil, or you can make this kind of mini pencil that I made. I'm not too sure how many layers I put on this, but it's not too many layers. This only took me about 5-10 minutes. So basically put as much yellow layers as you want on, and then I will stop when we are ready to do silver and pink. Okay, so I just hooked over my last layer of yellow bands, and now we are ready to add on our silver bands. If you don't have silver, you can also use gray or black. So basically I'm just going to take one silver band and go diagonal, and take one other silver band and go diagonal again. And I'm just going to hook over like normal, so I'm just going to grab the bottom layer, which is yellow, and hook over. Push my bands down. We are now ready to add pink, so I'm going to put a pink band going diagonal and another pink band going the other ways. Going to hook over. Push my bands down. Going to do one last layer of pink. This is for the eraser. And I'm just going to hook the bottom layer up and over. And now we are done adding on rubber bands. So we all have 2 layers of bands now. They're both pink, as you can see here. And basically we're just going to hook over the bottom layer now. Now take a C-clip, and you're basically going to hook on bands onto your C-clip. So you're just going to pick up all the pink bands. and we are basically done. So you can go ahead and stretch out your pencil just to like even everything out, and that's pretty much it. So this is a really quickie design for you guys. I hope you all like this. Be sure to follow my Instagram, which I will have my username down below in the description box. On my Instagram, I post almost every day, and I post a couple pictures every day, and I post all different pictures of new designs, and you guys can request tutorials and everything. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if it helped you out, and subscribe. By the way, this tutorial for Princess Tiana from Princess and the Frog will be up next for you guys. It is part of my Disney Princess tutorial series, and once it has been uploaded, I will have the link in the description box, so please keep on checking down there. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.